Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season. I can't even believe 2018 is wrapping up. It's just like so crazy how fast this year has flown by. I'm sure you guys feel the same way. But I feel like this was just like a year of discovery for me, especially in the beauty world, especially like doing more YouTube videos and everything. I wanted to try different products that I just wanted to experience something different because everything is different for everyone. So I wanted to see for my face and like my oily skin or my oily hair or my dry skin, how it worked for me. So I put together a whole table full of stuff right now of some of my favorite things that I found this year. So I just want to put it out there. This is not stuff that is just brand new that came out in 2018. This stuff, some of it has been out for a while, but it's new to me for 2018. And I feel like these are things that I will always have and always use, whether it be on a daily, weekly, every other day, every 3-day basis, whatever it is. But these are like my favorite things from this year. So I'm going to start with some of my face products. So one of the brands that I kind of, I guess, rediscovered this year was CoverGirl. CoverGirl put out, kind of like actually redid their whole marketing and their packaging and everything. And I thought that it would definitely looked a little bit more appealing than it has in years past. So one of the first things I've tried was the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Primer. I think this is absolutely amazing, and it actually really does last all day, and I think it's around the $10 mark, maybe a little bit less. I usually get mine in CVS. I usually have a coupon, so it's a little bit less, but highly, highly recommend this primer. The other CoverGirl item that I found this year, which I've talked about several times on my channel, is the CoverGirl Healthy Elixir foundation. So this one is actually, to me, more of like a full coverage for me, and the way that it blends out when you use a moist beauty blender, amazing. I'm wearing it today. I tried to use a lot of the products that I'm showing you on my face today, so this is the foundation I am wearing today, and I think it's around the $12 mark. One of the other foundations that I kind of like, at the beginning of this year, I was doing this whole like, I want to try different foundations and I want to see what works for me. So I was doing all these like high-end foundations. Now, I actually found a lot that I really liked, and this was one of them. One of the other ones that I didn't bring out here, but I really love the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. Amazing. It's great for wedding makeup. It's just all around great coverage, and it stays too. So love that one. I didn't have the bottle left over, but one of my favorite ones. One of the other ones I really liked was the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. Can I just say, when I look at like photos or videos I've done and I've worn this foundation, it literally looks like my face looks flawless. And I'm not trying to like toot my own horn because, you know, I do my own makeup, but it does look flawless. It is absolutely amazing. It is so freaking thick and full coverage. Like it's amazing. It's 24-hour makeup and it's oil-free. What more could you ask for? Okay, some of the eyeshadow palettes that I'm really loving this year, I bought a lot of Makeup Revolution, and that was one of the brands that I kind of discovered this year too, and I really liked a lot of their products. So I felt like this was probably one of my like better buys this year. And I did do my eyes with some of it. I can't tell if you can tell. But this is the Sophie X Ultra Eyeshadow Palette. This one, let me cover the mirror so it doesn't reflect back on you. But I loved all the shades in here. I felt like, especially during the like summertime, these were all just so pretty. And you could like blend them out and blend them together so well that this was definitely like my go-to. Like I grabbed this one. I took this on vacations with me. I love this palette. It did have some fallout to it, but overall great pigmentation, and I really loved it. The next one, I believe we actually got in I want to say my FabFitFun box. I think my summertime one. So this is the Tarteist On The Go Pro To Go palette. So you can tell this one has definitely been like well loved. So I took this one recently when I went to Atlanta just because like I wanted, I didn't really have a lot of time to sit and do my makeup. So I wanted something that I could just pop on a couple colors and just go. And that would match everything that I was wearing. So I really loved these shades and how amazing that they all like sat together. And you could even like use some of these as like bronzer or contour too. So it kind of is like a palette that you can all around use, and you could even use some as like a highlight as well. Another one that is recently new to me that I just got that I can't stop playing with, and I actually have some of it on my eyes today. I don't know if you can tell if it's like glitter there, but I recently just got this one. This is the Stila Enchanted Eyes liquid eyeshadow set. So you get you get 3 shimmer and glows, and then you get 3 glitter and glows. So I am actually wearing this one on my eyes today, but I'm just like obsessed with these shades and like how sparkly and everything they were. And this was actually on sale in Ulta last week for, I think it was like 30% off or something. And then I used my 20% off coupon. So originally $45, I got it for $25. Okay, so on to some more powder face products. So I've never really been a fan of like liquid highlighter. It just like, it just doesn't do anything for me. So I actually found this highlighter, and it's probably my like grab and go one. This is the one I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna put this one on because I love it so much. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder, and this is in the shade Precious Petals. This is the one I am wearing today. I think these are like $2 or $3 in the store, and they have a couple colors. I think there's 3 colors. I think these are just like so amazing. They're so pigmented, and they just look amazing on like every skin tone too. One of the other brands that I kind of discovered this year was Physicians Formula. I never really bought their stuff just because I was always kind of like a cheapie when it came to makeup. And I was like, oh my gosh, like $12 for this, or you know, $15 for a bronzer. Like I could get something from Wet n Wild, for goodness sakes. That's so much cheaper. But I did it. I bit the big one, and I got the butter bronzer. My life will never be the same. I absolutely, first of all, it smells like summertime, and if you don't want to smell summertime all year long, then you're absolutely crazy. So I got the color Light Bronzer. I was like, light bronzer. Anyways, this has been like my go-to because I don't really need like a super heavy contour or bronzer. I kind of have a natural contour. I just kind of define it out a little bit. And I think that this is like a really great shade for me, especially since like I don't really like tan my face too much, and I don't use this. This is worthless to me, but I'd rather they make the bronzer a little bit deeper and skip the brush. But anyways, that's my opinion. But like I said, I just love it. It's easy to apply, it's easy to use, it's easy to blend out. It's absolutely one of the best formulas I've ever tried in a bronzer. Highly, highly recommend it. And since I loved the butter bronzer so much, I can't even remember like what it's called, I went ahead and tried the butter blush. I love this one too. This has like been my recent like go-to just because I don't really want to wear like a super dark heavy blush on my cheeks. So this is in the color Vintage Rouge, and I absolutely love it. It has the same consistency of the butter bronzer, so it's super easy to apply and blend out and use. And I actually really want to get the other shades in it now too because I love it that much. One of the other things that I started doing a lot this year was actually kind of filling out my eyebrows. I always had really nice eyebrows until there was like one eyebrow lady that kind of like screwed them up. So then I started plucking them and grooming them myself. So I've been doing that for probably about a year now. And I had got the Too Faced Brownie eye pencil. I was talked into it from a girl at Ulta who obviously worked at Too Faced, because I bought probably at least $200 worth of Too Faced stuff and returned about 150 of it. I'm a little weird about Too Faced stuff. I like it, but I don't like everything in it. Anyways, so I was looking for an eye pencil, and I was in Target one day and I saw the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Shape and Fill. The package actually literally looked like the same exact thing. This one is my old one because I can't even twist it up anymore. But the tip of it was in like a triangle shape, and it looked exactly like what I could achieve from the Too Faced Brownie pencil. So this is my go-to. This is like my ride or die eye pencil. It does have the spoolie on the end. I've gone through a couple of these now this year. I think this is probably around the $8 mark in probably like Target and CVS and stuff, but highly recommend this. I would say this is probably a dupe for several high-end eye pencils and fillers. I can't say enough about this one. I absolutely love it. Had to start a new one today. To keep going on eyes, I love mascara. I'm not really a faux lash kind of girl. I wear them, but I don't wear them on like a very like often basis. I don't feel like it's absolutely necessary for me. I love my natural lashes though. So I tried several different eye mascaras this year. Two of my favorites that really stuck out was the L'Oreal Luminous Lash Paradise. I love this one. I got this one with a coupon from CVS because I'm an ultra saver with my sister. This one, I'm usually not a fan of the bristled brushes, but this one carries a lot of product on it, so you definitely have to don't be super heavy-handed with it when you go to apply it. Just kind of like feather it through. Definitely lengthened and separated, and I really like that one. The other one, I actually received a sample, I think it was in my Birchbox, of the Bad Girl Bang, and it was a small one, and it was absolutely amazing. I love just like the tiny little lip brush because you could get your bottom lashes really well. And I loved it so much that I actually went out and bought the larger version of it, which sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, because usually I just have so many like samples and products to get through that I usually just like don't go out and buy the larger version. But this one I did because I absolutely love it. I'm wearing it today and it's just like so amazing. I love the silicone bristles, and it doesn't hold a lot of product on it, and it's definitely like, I'm gonna like touch it, I'm gonna regret it but it like bends. Ugh. But you could definitely like get into the corners this way with it. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, some of the lip products I found this year, a lot of them actually came from TJ Maxx. They had some of the Too Faced and the Anastasia that I really liked. So one of the first ones I found in TJ Maxx this year was the Anastasia. This is the liquid lipstick, and this is the color Naked. This is one of the shades that I got. I actually really like this one. It's very like, almost like a very nude tone, you know, with an undertone of kind of just like a lightish pink when you put it on. I love how long this lasts. It lasts a really long time. Usually I can go just about all day wearing it without having to reapply it. So TJ Maxx is a really great place to find these now, and I think they're about like $7 or $8.99. Another one is the Too Faced Melted Latex Liquefied High Shine Lipstick. So this is another one I found in TJ Maxx. This is the color Peekaboo. I absolutely love these. I love the pigmentation of them. I love how they apply. I love that they... Nope, this isn't the one that smells good. Ugh. It doesn't smell good, but I love the way it applies and everything. And with these ones, you do have to reapply them because it's more of like kind of like a gloss versus like a matte. But Again, TJ Maxx, I think like $7 or $8.99. One of the other ones I found that actually lasted so long on my lips that it was like, I literally like went to the bathroom like later in the day and I was like, oh my God, I can't even believe that's still on my lips. And it was so cheap too. This is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Mega Last Lipstick. Oh my gosh, I can't say enough about these. I actually have this in a couple colors. This is probably one of my favorites because this is one of my favorites I wear like all year long. This honestly like is one of the biggest tubes. I think it's like $2 to $4. I can't honestly remember. But there's just so much in here, and then like for it to last all day like it does for like say $4, if that, absolutely amazing. I can't say enough this year about the Wet n Wild line. I think they've really stepped up their game. They've stepped up their marketing game too, and they are slaying. I know no one says that anymore, but they are. They're slaying. One of the other lip products I think I got this in my Target beauty box. I actually got one in my Target beauty box, but I went out and bought like every other color because that's how obsessed I was. This is the Burt's Bees Tinted Lip Balm. So the one I got in my Target box was the color Red Dahlia, and I absolutely loved it. It not only was like a chapstick, but it also just like the little tint and hint of color in it made it so like it especially like if you're not looking to put on like a full color lip or anything and you just wanted just a little smidget of color, perfect for it. Perfect. This is in the color Zinnia. I actually have not opened this one yet. I have a couple others I'm trying to get through, but highly recommend these. I think they're $4-ish. I just love them, especially if you're not into like a full like pigment color and you just want a little hint of color and you're a little bit more I don't know, introverted on the lip side. That would be perfect for you. Okay, so I've also tried several setting sprays this year as well. Haven't really found too many that I really liked. I tried the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. It was okay. I really liked that it was a continuous mist, but it just didn't really lock and set for me like how I expect. I've done the Urban Decay Stay All Days. They were just okay for me. They didn't, you know, blow up my skirt, as I like to say. The one that actually really works for me, that is my ride or die, is the NYX Matte Setting Spray. $7 or $8, and I can't even tell you how many bottles of this I have gone through this year. It is literally so great at setting your makeup, and I like a matte finish, so I think that the formula in this is perfect with my skin. I do get a little bit oily, so I think the matte really helps with that, and I just love it. It's amazing. I can't honestly say enough about like NYX too. I think that they have great products. So a couple of brushes I'm really loving this year. I've definitely received a lot of Luxie brushes. I'm a huge fan of Luxie. I think that they have great brushes, but I can't I'm not gonna sit here and show you all of them. I think that Luxie is a great brand, but this is probably one of my favorites. This is the Luxie 514 Blush Brush. I use this at like pretty much almost every morning. I have a different one that I have like in my makeup bag for on the go, but I just love the way this one works, and it's just so stinking soft, and I love it. The other one that I'm loving this year is the Firma 103. This is actually the one I used to just kind of chisel out my contour a little. I think that the angle of this one is great for that. I think that the denseness of the bristles is really great, and it's always given me like a really great contour. The last brush that I'm going to talk about is actually, we got this one in Ipsy. Sorry, there's cat hair all over these because my cat's sitting on my table again. This is the SL Mist Glam brush. This is the Ipsy B36 Tapered Highlight Brush. So this is the brush I use all the time for my highlights. I love the angle of this, and you can even like, you know, just put it on the side and just kind of highlight out. I think it's great for getting the tip of your nose and the bridge everywhere. I just love this one, and this is like honestly one of the best highlighting brushes I have. I also started baking my face this year for the first time. So I actually bought the RCMA. I actually got this on eBay. I think it was about $8. So this was kind of like my first one that I used to like bake my face. And then I also got the Makeup Revolution. This is the baking powder in Ghost. I really like this one too. I would say they're pretty even. I've got a few others recently. I think in BoxyCharm we got a Pretty Vulgar one. I actually just ordered the Makeup Revolution one in the banana. Just has like a little bit, the yellow undertones are just a little bit more brightening for you. So I just recently ordered that one. I would say these are very similar, very fine powders. I highly recommend both of them. I think they're both around the same price, like $7 or $8. I also wanted to share this one. I recently picked this one up probably about a month ago per the Burt's Bees rep that I worked with. She highly recommended a couple things. So this is the Burt's Bees Overnight Intense Lip Treatment. So this is pretty much just like a little, like dip you put your finger in, and you put it on before you go to bed. It does have a little bit of like menthol. I don't know why I said menthol in it. You can smell it in it. So it is a little bit like a little tingly on the lips, but honestly, I do suffer from dry lips. So that has worked really well with moisturizing and kind of repairing the crackedness that happens throughout the day. So I highly recommend that. I think it was $8 or $9. One other Burt's Bees thing, this is a different one that I first tried, but this is the Burt's Bees 3-in-1 Micellar Cleansing Towelettes. Actually, I bought the pink grapefruit scented ones, and I really like them. They really did take off a lot of your makeup, but I have been using micellar water. So these ones came recommended from the sales rep too, and they remove makeup, they cleanse, and they hydrate. So hello. One other thing that I started buying for my job, we are opening a L'Occitane store in one of the airports. So I went to L'Occitane to just learn a little bit more about their products and stuff, and the lady was so nice. And I actually really liked this. This is the Shea Butter. This is kind of like a salve. So pretty much like I just put this on like my elbows at nighttime and my knees, because those are two of the like driest places on me. And it's so thick and it's so moisturizing. It has the shea butter with the vitamin E in it, and it has really helped with my dry skin. This I think was in the $39 range, so it's a little bit more expensive, but you definitely get what you pay for, and I highly recommend this if you have dry skin. So this one I actually bought when I had a 3 off 15 coupon for Target from their beauty box. This is the St. Ives Energizing Coconut and Coffee Scrub. This is literally, I use this every single morning when I wake up, and I just kind of like to rub off like that sleepiness, and I love the smell of this. The coconut and coffee in the morning does wake you up, and I feel like it has definitely helped to brighten my skin as well. And I think this is probably around the $3 to $4 range. I love this. I always will have this in my beauty arsenal. Another face kind of, I guess, wash or scrub, if you say. This is the Philosophy Micro Delivery Exfoliating Facial Wash. This one I kind of just bought when I was like bebopping around Ulta one day, and the grit and fineness to the exfoliatingness in this is absolutely amazing. It feels so good. It's super fine, so it doesn't feel like you're like over kind of like exfoliating your face. And it does actually help to take off some of the makeup too. I still always use micellar water after I cleanse my face, but I love this, and I think this was around the $18 range, but I love it and I will always have it in my shower. Another one that I actually really like, and I only bought this because I love the rose scent, but I actually use this. So after I use the micellar water, I always say this guy's name wrong, Mario Badescu. This is the rose water facial spray. This is, I think, my second bottle I've been through this year. I love the scent of this, first of all, and then I also just love to just spray it on my face after I'm done cleansing, I'm done using micellar water, after my face is completely clean and gone, all my makeup is gone. This is what I spray on, and it's so nice and it's so relaxing, and the just rose scent kind of just calms you down a little bit. I love, love, love this one. And then I know I keep talking about micellar water. I probably should have done this in the order of I actually use these things, but this one I actually bought at Ross. This one was at Ross for $4.99. This is actually empty. This is the Yes to Cucumber Soothing Calming Micellar Cleansing Water. So I first of all got this one because it had the pump thing on the top. So you just put a cotton ball and you just kind of like pump the liquid onto it. And I was like, I always use toner, but I always felt like toner was a little bit drying for my skin type. So I wanted to try the micellar water. This is absolutely amazing. You think that you actually really cleanse your face and you remove all your makeup like when you're, you know, washing it in the shower, but then you take a cotton ball and you use this and you realize you didn't get it all off. And even if you don't wear makeup and you use this and you realize how much dirt and stuff was on your face that could have clogged your pores, it's so mild and so nice on the skin that I highly recommend this. And I'm actually using, I think it's a L'Oreal one now. I think it's a L'Oreal one, but it has the pump thing on the top too. Same exact thing. It works the same exact. I highly recommend using a micellar water to cleanse your face after washing off all your makeup. I do get kind of dry skin too. I guess as I've gotten older, my skin is a little bit oily and dry at the same time. So I got the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream for extra dry skin. I put this on usually after or right before I go to bed, and I really like it. It's definitely hydrating. It feels great on the skin, and this one I think was around the $12-ish mark, $12 to $14, I can't remember, but I loved it. It was absolutely amazing, and it is definitely hydrating for your skin. Another one I tried this year was the Pacifica Pineapple Bubbles Clarifying Bubble Mask. This one is so cool. So literally you put it on and it kind of like tingles on your skin, and it's like bubbles. It's like kind of like popping little bubbles. So this is to slay dirt and oil and pineapple and clay for combination skin types. I love using this one after I shower and stuff. I think it feels amazing, and I think this was around the $12 mark-ish too. This is another one that I used. I only use this one really in like where my oiliness is, which is right here on my nose and then on my chin. So this is the Philosophy Purity Made Simple Pore Extractor. This stuff dries super hard, but it honestly, like, I feel like it's kind of like sucking out all that like dirt and grime, and it feels amazing. And I recommend using this a couple times a week, especially if you're like me and you get super oily in those spots, and it definitely helps to control that oil and that shine. Another product I tried this year was like an antiperspirant spray. So I actually found this one in Marshall's for $2.99. I got one of these samples in one of my beauty boxes, I think from Target. I kind of like this one just as a refresh. I don't use this as just my only deodorant source. I just use this as a refresh before I go to the gym or something. I think it works great. I love the scent that they have them in, and Dove, Degree, like they all have these out now. So for shampoo and conditioner, since my hair was super damaged this year, I found, I actually got this as a sample too, the Nexxus Carafix shampoo and conditioner. I got the tiny little ones in a sample box, I think from Target too. So I went ahead and bought the larger versions. I absolutely love this. I feel like it really does help my my hair, and it doesn't really make my hair feel very oily, which is really nice too, because I do have like very oily hair at the top. And I think it really does help with the frizziness and help to heal those damaged ends. I also, this is kind of a random one, but I love these Invisibobble. This one is actually from Squinchi. These hair ties, these telephone hair ties, I think they're absolutely great. They really do hold your hair back. If your hair is thick like mine and like your ponytail holders get stretched out over time, these always go back to their same shape no matter how many times you twist them and stuff. So I highly recommend these. I absolutely love them, and they're in so many different colors and stuff now. So to finish up the hair stuff, there's a couple things that I started putting in my hair after washing it to help kind of control the frizz and that help the damage. So this is the Redken Align 12. This is the Smooth Protecting Lotion. I would put this in, and it definitely started to like really help with the damage of the ends and the frizz. I actually recently just got this one in a beauty box, and it's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product. Love, love, love this one. I feel like this one, out of all the hair stuff I've tried this year, is probably the best one so far. I think that it's been, it's really helped to control the frizz, and I feel like it's a little bit more conditioning, and it's not so heavy on the hair too, like a lotion would be. So that's it for my favorite products for 2018. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions or comments about the products, or if you want to know anything else about them, leave a comment below. I'd love to, you know, help you find the best products for yourself, or see if I've maybe tried something else that you're interested in. And until next time, guys, bye.